Peace, family. It's your brother Shaka Shakur. And today I'm here with a message, man. And the message is no more. We cannot allow any more murder, intimidation, or brutality of our people. So, all you groups, all you revolutionary groups, all you militant groups, this is not the time to use this opportunity to further your ranks. This is the time to use your skills to further our cause as a people. What we have now is a resistance, but what we can have is a revolution. It is time for us to be liberated. They cannot continually come into our neighborhoods and randomly select us for murder. There is nothing irrational in what I'm saying, nor is there any irrational thoughts going on in my head. This is very clear, precise, and to the point. If you have the ability to garner a permit and carry a weapon, do so. Arm yourselves. Prepare to defend yourselves. We want peace. But we understand in order to have peace, we must prepare for war. There is a Latin saying, sic vis pacem parabellum. It means, when you want peace, prepare for war. The Romans knew it, and every other force knows it, except for us. This is not a time to get locked in frivolous debates about ancient Islam or ancient Kemet or the Dogon and etc. Yeah, that's good, healthy food, but right now we need battlefield lecturers. We need people who are going to talk about Pan-African strategies and help implement plans now to get us there. We don't need people going around beating their chests. We need people beating the war drum. As we speak, Mumia Abu-Jamal lies almost on his deathbed. And we've been yelling fire in the sky for too goddamn long. Now what you gonna do? Not only does he lie on his deathbed, but other political prisoners, their health is deteriorating on purpose behind the wall. As we sit, the U.S. government is in conversations with easing sanctions on Cuba to create an atmosphere to put our sister Assata Shakur in danger. An innocent woman who has been illegally set up, and now she is the number one on the terrorist watch list? Really? For fighting for her freedom. And being shot multiple times, unarmed, in a quest for her freedom. I think it was one of their people, I think it was Nathan Hale, if I'm not mistaken, that said, "Give me liberty or give me death." I look at the news, our young people in Baltimore, they're standing up all across this country. Young and old standing up. It's about time. I'm not here to talk about how you stand up. I don't care if you throw a rock. I don't care if you throw a garbage can. I don't care if you carry a sign. I don't care if you carry a rose petal. As long as you're standing up to tyranny, that's all that counts. We as African people need to organize ourselves first and foremost. Yes, yes, yes. There is the John Brown theory. There is the Marilyn Buck theory. There is the Weather Underground theory. I totally understand the use of allies during war. But let's look at something. Malcolm said history best rewards all research. So let's look at our history. The greatest general of all time is Hannibal. Yes, Hannibal did defeat the Romans with the use of other European forces, the berserkers, the Gaul, the Celts. He rallied them up against a common enemy. But how was he able to do that? Because he was clear that he was an African, a Carthaginian. His army didn't come across the hill integrationist. They didn't go across the mountain as integrationists. They went across the Alps as Africans from Carthage who were going to settle a score with Rome. And then when they got there and realized the battlefield, he made a decision. And that decision was to employ his enemy against his enemy. The same way they do you when they hire you into their law firms or into their corporations, when they give you these jobs, when they put these grants in your pocket, when they give you the video games and all these things that make you feel like you're a part of this. They are only doing this to employ their enemy against their enemy, which is the liberation forces of African people. Don't be foolish. So if we are not together as a people, what the hell are we going to do at the table with somebody else except get in the way or assimilate that more organized group? If white people want to get out there and fight and turn it up, go ahead. I'm not stopping you, but I'm not waiting for you either. We have a young brother who stood up and put the flag down and had other Africans stepping on this, rag down, and had other Africans stepping on this rag, this United Snakes of America rag. This same rag here. They said, well, why do you got it on your chest? You notice it's red, black, and green because if anything, we built this country. So if it's going to have a symbol, it's going to be our symbol. These 50 states belong to us, nobody else. We built them. You know, people of color built them. Native people held it down. Asian people held it down. African people held it down. Europeans received. And you'll say, but they were indentured servants that came here. There's a difference between being an indentured servant and a prisoner of war. So spare me. So don't demonize those young people. Don't criminalize them. They're doing what's naturally right, what should be done. When you have an itch, you scratch. It's natural. We don't have to explain ourselves anymore. You're either with it or you're not. You know, that's as simple as that. We're not going to waste time justifying our anger. Black nationalism is not and never will be the equivalent of white supremacy. Ever. I see some people saying that. You're sadly mistaken. When you see young militant groups or militant people, militant meaning people willing to use military force if necessary to protect themselves from a greater oppressor. When you see African people who are angry, there's nothing wrong with that. That's quite logical after all we've been through. They should be glad. Angry is all we are. So don't justify it. Don't buy into that. Black supremacy, please. We don't know such thing. We're black nationalists, meaning we're black and we believe we want a nation of our own, or the ability to control our goings and comings within this nation. Black power is healthy. Yes, I want power, the ability to define my own destiny. Who doesn't? So we need to reorganize, rethink. Stop being scared of yourself. Stop fighting amongst ourselves. They've got us tripping in South Africa, bugging out in the Congo, losing our mind up in Northern Africa. All in Nigeria, we're going crazy. They got us going crazy here. And in Brazil, we're going crazy. In the Caribbean, we're going crazy. They got us going crazy while they go to the bank every day with the money that you spend going crazy. Stop that. We're not terrorists. The only terrorist is the United States of America. They're the terrorists. So when you see this young man, or any young people, or anyone with this rag, this red, white, and blue rag on the floor, go ahead and step on it. It's psychologically liberating. Take down the white Jesus off the wall. I'm not stopping your Jesus. Get your Jesus on. But make sure the Jesus look like you. I'm not stopping your Islam. Get your Islam on. But make sure it reflects you. And people who are so-called following the traditional faiths or the traditional systems, make sure that you don't follow those systems in the same class-graded, oppressive manner as those who taught you so-called religion in the first place. Because a lot of you, I don't care if you got an uncle and you're still acting like the white Christian. I don't care if you got eleke beads and all that. You're still fighting amongst yourself over color nonetheless. Let's keep it 100. We need all warriors to the front. Playtime is over. Pull together, organize. And like I said, you militant groups, these individuals who are on the ground, don't use this as an opportunity to boast of yourself. Use this as an opportunity to grab what we've been waiting for a long time. That's a piece of the pie. Stop taking each other down. Stop chopping each other's legs out from under each other. You don't like Shaka Shakur? Fine. Don't like me. Like the movement. We ain't got to hang out together. We got to get free together, though. Stop talking about one another. Stop sabotaging everything. If you're scared, get the hell out the way. And let those of us who are not scared handle our business. Oh, I got a family. We all got a family. Oh, I got a job. We'll create a job then. Oh, I got this. We all got the same things, man. The difference is, do you want to be free or not? Or do you just want to continue to pick cotton? What's the deal? We have to stop hurting ourselves and stop hurting other people and start hurting other people. Hurt those that hurt you. Hurt people, right? Well, go hurt the people that hurt you, not each other. You know? Who doesn't want to eat? I want to eat. Everybody wants to eat. That's why we're fighting, because we want the basic ability to eat. But I'm not talking about food when it comes to the African. See, our version of eating, EAT, means entering African traditions or engaging in African traditions. That's the kind of eat I'm talking about. I want to engage in African traditions. That's eating. That's proper food. That'll change your physical, spiritual, and mental diet if you do that. You'll see each other differently. You'll smell differently to one another. You'll feel differently for one another if you engage in African traditions. And what are those traditions? Loving self, loving culture, promoting family, keeping the village tight, honoring our elders, etc., etc., etc. And once you eat that kind of food, FOOD, when you engage in an African traditions, you will have freedom over our destiny. Got that? So eat food. Eat. EAT. Engage in African traditions. Cast off this European muck and mire. And then go for real food. That mental, physical, and spiritual food. And that food will FOOD. That food will free our own destinies, determination, decisions, and direction. That's FOOD. So go eat food. It's time to eat that African food. You have this great white Joan of Arc figure who saved the flag. Now she's on talk shows. She's this great veteran. And then she poses naked with the flag and gets kicked out of the military. But they're holding her up. She is the Joan of Arc of the white cause because she saved the rag. Well, if you go on YouTube, you type in New Black Panther Party, there's a National Geographic segment. And in that segment, myself and other soldiers showed you exactly what to do with that rag. See, they say July 4th. We say the 4th of July. And on that day, we drag that rag. We discredit that rag, disrespect that rag. And then we put it out for you to walk on it. And as I said in the video, and I'll say it again, go ahead and walk on the flag. It's been walking on you for over 400 years. What's the difference? You're crossing the bridge to liberation when you step on that rag. When you take that white Jesus off the wall, you're crossing the bridge to liberation, mental and spiritual liberation. See, it's not enough to put on a red, black, and green. That's not enough. You have to then do things to physically liberate yourself. A lot of you talk about changing your diet, working out. That's peace. You need to do that. But then you need to sever white supremacy at the throat. Throw away the images of white supremacy. Take that white Jesus picture outside and burn it up. Take that rag. If you don't, some of you got to hang it up in your wall. Snatch it down. If you ain't got one, hell, go get one just so you can torch it. Step on it. Make it a rug mat. Because you know the irony of it? I've driven past homes owned by Europeans, and the rug mat is a rag. The American red, white, and blue rag. They'll step on it, it's fine. You step on it, it's an issue, because you know why? They have the issue with you doing it because they see you breaking away. Oh no, you can't do that. How dare these Africans break away from us after we brought them out the jungle and saved them? More power to those brothers and sisters in all these various locations. It's not just going down in Baltimore, it's going on all over. And it needs to continue. Tear it up. Turn up. Tear it up. They think it's a joke. You know, it ain't a joke. We're not playing. And all you fair weather dudes, get out the way. All you quick to quit cats, get out the way. Because I don't care if I'm 1,000 or 1 strong. I'm down. Are you? Are you prepared to be down? So this is your brother Shaka Shakur. And I'm sending a shout out and I'm saying that the struggle is definitely on. You know, free Mumia Abu Jamal, free all political prisoners and prisoners of war, free the land, death to white supremacy, and liberation to the African nation. And remember, sic vis pacem parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. It's the only way. You are not going to get around it. You're not going to be able to hold it back with talking. It's coming. It's here. And we are ready. W-A-R. War. We are ready. Stop telling yourself otherwise. Stop casting self-inflicted mental mysticisms with your words. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't do this. You shut yourself down every time you say it. We've all been burned. All of us. Put that behind you. Don't bring it up every time you talk, because you're talking yourself out of your own liberation. As a man thinketh, so is he. So I speak, shall it be done. Bring your own reality into the mix. You're the original man. You can do it. We've already won. We just got to catch up to the win. Peace.